What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Let's Get to the Facts podcast. I am your host, Doss. I'm here with my man, Coach Shot.
What
This is
up?
my man, my guy. We've been doing this for a long time. And, episode 21, man. Episode
21.
21. Yeah. Only way is up from here, Coach. Only way is up
Hey,
from here.
that's what we striving, man.
Yes,
We're gonna
sir.
say all onward and upward, right?
Yes, hey, that's it all day long, man.
Yes, sir.
So, I always got to ask you, how was your weekend, sir?
Yeah, it was a long one, but short, man. We had a party Saturday night for the owner of the restaurant, his birthday party.
Right.
That joint went from it was open from 9, and me and my lady ain't walk out there till like 5:30 in the morning, coach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that Sunday, I slept all day Sunday, and I slept today. Like I couldn't move. I had to take an Epsom salt bath this morning.
Oh man. Okay.
Bones hurting.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a good weekend though. How about yourself?
Man, it was resting. There was a lot of
Mhm.
resting going on. Had a couple of little things to do, but nothing major. It was more relaxation for me this weekend, man. So,
Okay.
But all right, before we get started, we got to pay the bills.
Yes, sir.
Let's get to the facts. It's sponsored by No More Struggling Entertainment, who just dropped multiple movies, short films this past couple of weeks. OPM Clothing Line and the original Bonuts. All right, Coach. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about today, man. So we ain't gonna just be strictly sports today. We gonna touch on some worldly topics because, as you know, our world is upside down. The country that we live in right now is upside down.
Yes, it is.
We gotta, we're gonna have to touch on some things, man. It's gonna rub some people wrong, but it is what it is. Sometimes the truth hurts.
Yep, it
You
is
know?
what it is.
It is. But man, we just had this NFL combine this weekend. What did you think of it? Anybody jump off the map to you?
I ain't gonna lie, I just focusing on my Buckeyes and see how my Buckeyes did.
Trayvon Johnson.
Yeah, Travion did this thing. Judkins did his thing. Surprised me was my big dude up front. I knew he could move. Talik Williams. I knew the man could move, but he proved it.
Is that the big boy from Tennessee?
No, Talik Williams is our defensive
Oh, you said
tackle.
from Ohio State. From Ohio State.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
like I said, I watched some of the other guys, but like I said, my main focus was on the Buckeyes. So
right.
They showed out. They had the speed, Talik, all of them. The one thing though, I coming out the draft that I didn't like, me not the NFL combine that I didn't like was what they Will Howard.
Right.
You got to think, man. Like I'm gonna wait till Ohio State Pro Day.
Okay.
Before I say anything about him, because you're throwing a receivers that you have no chemistry with on that day.
Very true.
When you're in the thing. So I'm not gonna say nothing, but to me, he looked like what I kind of expected because Will throughout the whole season. He's gonna give you a couple good passes and he gonna give you some of the ones we be like, oh, what the hell? But to say that he had the worst one, I'm sorry. JJ McCarthy had a worse one last year, but that's just me. We'll see, you know what I'm saying, when they come to Ohio State Pro Day. But overall, I think my Buckeyes did well. Had a few surprises, especially the dude out of Tennessee.
Yeah. Did Jade perform? I didn't see Jade. Did Jade?
I didn't see him. I tried to keep up with him on the social media. I know he at one point in time he said there was training somewhere, but I didn't see him. And I'm not gonna lie, like when I look for him in the mock drafts on the receiver, I can't find him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like if that boy goes undrafted, he better be in somebody's training camp. The Browns better go ahead and look at the kid, man. He's a good kid.
And he is an Ohio kid.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I was kind of surprised by that because I was like, damn, he was in a D1 program. Like the dude put on a show. He knows what he did. Now, I will say, towards the middle of the season, I hit him up and I asked him, I said, yo, like, what's up? I was like, why does it seem like you're not getting as much, you know what I'm saying, PT or whatever? And he just said it's a rotation thing, however it works. I was like, all right, bet. I was like, and then the next week I saw him out there and then he was getting his reps again. So I was like, all right, cool. So I don't know, man. Like, you know, it's real interesting because he's a talented dude. So he should be somewhere. I mean, if he goes free agent, somebody's gonna pick him up. But he's not an XFL player. He's better than them guys.
Way better.
Yeah. So things that jumped off the map to me. The D lineman who ran the 4.47 from Tennessee.
Yeah, big
man. That was amazing. Abdul Carter, he didn't perform, did he?
Nope.
I don't like that. I don't like the fact that he didn't do nothing. I don't like the fact that Travis Hunter didn't perform. Shador Sanders, like none of these dudes did anything.
Well, so Abdul was because he said he was still rehabbing that injury. I don't know about the rest of them, but Abdul, at least he said, you know, because I know he played in the playoffs with an injury.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know about the rest of them cats though. I don't know why they didn't do nothing.
I don't know, man. It was just real strange because, you know, I was expecting to see a lot of these stars jump off the mat, the map. And I will say though, the 40 was very impressive because it's some boys that can fly.
Yeah,
like, them Texas boys was showing you they got that Texas speed. But I didn't see Ashton Genty run. Did he run?
I didn't see him run.
I just don't get it, man. Like, I don't get it. Like, okay, you was a star on a college level, but now you going to a whole nother level. You should not be able to sit that out just because you think you gonna be a star in the NFL.
Yeah, I think like for most of them dudes, the Genties and the Travis Hunters and all them guys is probably waiting on their pro days. They kind of really just showed up for the interviewing process and whatever other stuff they had going on. But I think anytime the thing is though with these combines and pro days, they could cost you a couple mil or they could get you a couple mil depending on how you perform.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you already know where you slotted, like maybe like a Travis Hunter's, like, do you really go out there and risk like having a bad day and getting caught on camera that you drop a couple slots and now you're not, you missed out on $5 or $10 million?
But his pro day is gonna be, every camera's
everybody's gonna be there. Yeah.
So that in itself, that doesn't really help much because people are going to be there watching you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to be there watching you. They're going to be watching Shador. I was impressed with Jimmy Horn Jr. though. Jimmy Horn Jr. ran a 4.43, so I was like, oh, okay. And with him being short, but that means he could play that Tyreek Hill role.
Yeah.
So but yeah, man, I wasn't really too happy with a lot of things I saw. I will tell you the defensive linemen and the DBs actually impressed me a lot too. Skill wise, hands was kind of bad on a lot of them. They dropped a lot of passes, but skill wise, watching their hips open up, the way their feet moved and stuff, I was impressed with that. So, and I checked some of the videos of some of the guys that was being featured, and I like the fact that they'll hit. If anything, if they don't have hands, they'll hit.
Yeah.
So that was something I was impressed with. You know what I was talking about? Go ahead.
Well, what's good? No, I was about to say you talked about the DBs. Like I was very pleasantly surprised with a Denzel Burke. He ran I think it was a 4.4. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He I ain't really pay attention to like maybe a Lathan Ransom or Jordan Hancock, but Denzel that 4.4 speed it should help him out a lot.
Oh yeah. So I don't know, man. But what shocked me was the defensive linemen are getting fast, dude. Yes. Like these dudes are running like running back 40s. Yeah. And that's scary, dude. Like I'm sitting up in here like you gotta be kidding me.
Well, you said big boy ran a 4.4.
4.4, yes.
That's most running backs.
Yes. It was a lot of receivers.
Yeah.
So
you imagine a big boy, 300, 200 plus, 250 plus pounds
coming off that edge.
Yeah.
Full speed,
Full speed.
Man, listen, that's crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, and then the one dude, did you see the one dude doing the bench pressing?
Nah.
That dude hit 49 reps.
225?
225, 49 times. And he was 3/4. He was 3/4 the way on 50. He got there, and then his arms just couldn't push that little bit out, man.
Couldn't do
That
it.
dude got 49 reps on the bench.
I wonder what's the record.
He broke the record.
Oh, he broke the record?
He shattered the record.
Okay.
I think he was from Texas Tech, if I'm not mistaken. But 49 reps. That dude was just eating the whole time. He was just eating like it wasn't nothing. When he got to about 46, it was, ugh.
That's when he was hitting them.
And then it was like, ugh. And then, he turned around, man, and he got it to 49, almost pushed that 50. Everybody was like 50, 50, 50. He tried to. He just couldn't keep it. He couldn't keep it going. So, yeah, man. The draft didn't disappoint. I mean, I wasn't super happy. I just don't like the fact that the stars didn't show up. I did. Did you hear Pat McAfee talk about Will Howard, though?
Yeah, throwing late at night?
In the parking lot? Yeah. So I thought that was interesting. So when I heard you talking about Will Howard not really impressing, I was like, huh, okay.
Like, because I seen, like, put it this way, I seen him throw a couple deep balls. They was on point. It was basically on those little time arounds, the slants,
right?
The like post and ins and outs and stuff like that, where you gotta that you could tell like, okay, I've never thrown to you before, my dude. I don't know when you're going to cut,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I seen a couple bad throws, but when I got on Twitter and I seen everybody talking about how bad he did, and I'm like, dude, you're throwing to receivers who you have no chemistry with. I ain't trying to make no excuse. I guess I am making an excuse, but fuck it. Like, no chemistry. Like, I'm going to wait for that man's pro day at Ohio State. That's what I'm going to wait for.
I didn't see Kyle McCord.
Yeah, no, I ain't see Kyle.
I didn't see Kyle McCord. I saw everybody was talking about this Jackson Dart, though.
Yeah,
everybody was blowing him up.
Man, dude, I seen this morning, Coach. I think it was Tony, one of the Browns beat writers, man. And dude was like, I want to draft Jackson Dart. I would take Jackson Dart over Shador and all them. And then the other dude was like, so you're going to wait, and then the chance like you miss out on Jackson Dart, then you're fucked. And then he got quiet. I said, yeah. I said, because you're not going to go get Jackson Dart in the first round. You're not going to get him. If you go pick him early second. Yeah, he's not. I don't. Listen, I ain't seen too much of him what he did in college, but every year they make some player that person who they not. You know what I'm saying? Happened before with Zach Wilson. They made Zach Wilson to be his arm talent, all this other stuff. Where's Zach Wilson at now?
Yeah. And then what's the other kid from Tennessee? Was it Levi?
Yeah. No, it was Will Levis.
Will Levis, that's it.
Yeah,
Will Levis.
Yeah.
They already talking about he's not the answer, and they hyped him up. So
he wasn't the answer when he was at Penn State. He left Penn State to go to another team. He wasn't the answer then.
Exactly.
The Buckeyes used to kick that boy's butt.
So I don't know, but let's move on to the next topic, man. And free agent frenzy start March 12th. So okay. So here's what I've heard. I'm hearing a lot of people talking about the Browns might actually give in and trade Miles. I'm hearing if the right offer comes, they might just go ahead and let him go.
I keep hearing the opposite, so I don't at this point in time, because I don't give a fuck. I don't care anymore. The man is on some diva shit. I guess they tried to offer him the highest paid defensive end ever, $40 million a season. Dude, you go from this is my thing with Miles. I don't understand you, bro. You go from I'm gonna go back to real quick with Miles.
Okay.
All right. You went we roll with you through the whole swinging of the helmet thing as a team, as a franchise, and as a city. We roll with you through the whole Mason Rudolph thing. Then we roll with you, through your little car accident when you was getting your little toppy in the car.
Little fellatio.
All right. Yeah. Then at the very beginning of the season, we're not that far off, yada, yada, yada. You speaking all positive, then the season end.
Right.
And then I'm gonna talk to LeBron, and all of a sudden I want to be traded. Then you go on your little I call your little pissy route on the media and go do your little media tour.
Right.
I don't get it, bro. Which one is it? Are we close or are we far away? Because in the beginning of the season, we was close. And everybody, you listen to everybody on the team, they said, all we need is a quarterback.
Right.
And then you're like, no, we're not close. So when did we become not close anymore, bro? So like, when did you change your mind? When did this all happen?
Right.
Like, you not making no sense.
No.
And you're really coming off very divish. And I'm going back to what I hear out the locker room. A lot of these players, when you speak, Miles, really don't listen to you because they see like you're on your own agenda. You're on your own diva agenda.
They keep claiming it's all about winning. It ain't about the money. It's about winning.
Listen, all right. If it's about winning, you're not going to win because if I'm Andrew Berry, I'm going to trade you to the Montreal Alouettes, bro. You're not going any good team. I'm going to give you the exact look. I'm going to go find a team that's the mirror image of the Browns, and that's where I'm going to trade you to.
Hey, I feel it. I don't know, man. I with the Miles thing, I'm over it. Like I'm at the point where if we're gonna let him go, just milk that shit for as much as you can, and just let him go. Milk it as much as you can because all he's gonna do is be toxic to the team.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, let's just say that they decide to turn things around and they just start becoming like the winning Browns.
You're not welcome back. You're not welcome back.
But not even just that. Like if it happens while he's on the team, but he's sitting out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to see you come onto the field and provide your negativity to the team because now they're gonna be looking at you like you ain't want to be with us. Now we winning. Now you want to be here.
Exactly.
And so my thing is cut the losses, man. Milk that shit. There's other defensive ends that you can get, and you can play your hand right and get him, and get rid of him and get a lot for him. You can get a couple first rounders. You can get a lot for him. You just got to play your hand right. That's all. But let his ass go. What'd you think about the Bengals franchising Higgins for the second year?
The Bengals just stupid and cheap.
That's ugly, man. Like, how else do you tell a player we don't like you? Like, but we still got access to you, so we're gonna use you up.
Franchise tagging them. That's how you basically tell them.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
But second time, you trying to tell me you can't pay me? You about to pay Chase?
They could pay you. The Bengals are just notoriously cheap. Man. They gonna pay the quarterback, and everything else after that is up in the air.
Yeah, man. I heard a rumor that the Packers was about to get DK Metcalf. Now,
I heard that too.
As a Seattle fan, I am not happy about that.
Yeah, I heard
that. I said, what?
I heard DK was on the blocks. I heard they trying to move Geno.
I'm cool with Geno, but you can't let DK go. DK is
you let DK go. That's your offense.
Yeah, big. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. We got some receivers, but I ain't letting him go. Nah, hell nah. But then I saw Darius Slay got cut.
Yeah, got released.
That's crazy. Like, that dude has been dedicated to Philly.
Yeah, the crazy thing is, Coach, in this free agency, it's going to be a lot of these moves where you look into like, wow, that's crazy. You've been dedicated. It's going to be a lot of those coming up.
Oh, most definitely. I don't know. It was just crazy, man, because I was like, what is going on? But that's the thing I love about free agency. because you can make a whole team out there if you play your hand right.
Yes,
So
sir.
the Browns going to struggle in free agency because we ain't got every player is going to be like, what's the quarterback situation?
That's going to be the number one question.
And if you can't answer that, that determines where the team is, you know what I'm saying, going, what direction the team is going in. Because you got to have a definitive answer out there. Dudes ain't trying to be on that defensive side of the ball like 75% of the time, and we can't move the ball. So
that's the number one question.
Exactly. So you got to bring something to the table. So I was just like,
I can say one thing. One thing I don't like the Browns doing right now. They talking about letting Nick Chubb test free agent. No, man, fuck that. I'm not letting him test shit.
yeah.
I know he's hurt, but at the same time, I think there's a deal that can be worked out.
Yeah.
You can still go ahead and draft another running back, but I'm not letting him test no damn free agent. I don't care if Nick Chubb is not a 1 no more. He's still a good 2. I don't care.
Definitely. And the fact that they told him that just kind of was like, yeah, we ain't messing with you no more.
And that's the piss part of the league that I don't like, because that man was in Cleveland for the auto show. Fans was all around him. You know what I'm saying? They got love for him. So I don't think you better do like that go at this point in time. Like, I feel like this is me, and maybe because I'm a fan of Nick Chubb, but Nick Chubb deserves to retire Cleveland Brown.
Most definitely. I agree with that. I agree with that. But we also know getting Chubb, he did come with injuries. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's still a possibility, you know, that he played enough of his NFL time. I don't think he's gonna ever be the same back again.
I'm holding out hope, man. That's Batman, man. I'm gonna hold out hope for my dude.
I feel you completely. Hey, I just saw something pop up. They said that the 49ers is gonna trade Deebo Samuel to the Commanders.
Yeah, he got traded.
They already traded him?
Yeah, the trade went through. I think it was like Friday or something. Yeah, he got traded.
Hey, man, that's big
for a 5th round pick.
That's big. Yeah, like that's gonna be. Apparently, they didn't see what Washington did.
Oh yeah,
and you add Deebo to that mix.
You got Deebo's Scary Terry, Robinson Jr., Eckler. Dude,
they got a legit receiving squad and a legit running back squad.
The only thing though I know about Washington, I think what is it, Payne, that they told him he could look for a trade, so they might be losing him. So the defense might take a little hit, but that ain't nothing for them to rebuild during the draft.
Exactly.
To put something there. But yeah, they 49ers even thinking about trading Brandon Ayuk.
Didn't they just work a deal out with him though?
They just did, but they also trying to trade him, I heard, and I don't know what's going on with Mr. Brock Purdy, because he cost himself some money this season. So I don't know.
And I heard that they were looking for a quarterback too.
Yeah.
So, but I'm gonna call it right here. So everybody be ready for this one. Matthew Stafford will be the Cleveland Browns' next quarterback. I'm just gonna put that out there.
He can't. He just restructured the contract with the Rams.
No,
he's staying. He just restructured. He's staying with the Rams.
Did he?
Yeah.
I mean, wait. What did you just say? Never thought Stafford would. Oh, yeah, you're right. He did. He did.
Yeah. Listen. I wouldn't mind him being a Cleveland Browner too, but
hey,
he went after that. They gave him that bread, so he restructured his deal.
I mean, but they needed to show that man some respect on the money aspect, because man, come on now, he done took y'all to places y'all ain't been in a long time. So yeah, man. All right, let's get to the next topic, Coach, because we be running out of time fast as hell.
Yes, sir.
Javonte Davis and Lamont Roach fight. A lot of speculation about this fight. There's a lot of people saying that Javonte didn't lose. There's a lot of people saying it shouldn't have been a draw. A lot of people saying that Roach should have won. What's your take on it, Coach, after watching it?
From what I saw, it was a draw. I'm not sure about that I don't know if they counted the knockdown or whatever. Whenever
They
he
didn't
went through
count
the
it.
knees,
They didn't count it.
okay, yeah, I ain't sure about that one. I don't know what you would have counted that as, or I'm draw. Tank
Right.
seemed interested. This was I ain't seen him like this in a minute. He just ain't seemed like he was in it.
Yeah.
So to me, it was a draw from what I saw, because all I see, like first couple rounds I seen, it was Tank was on the defensive.
Right.
You know what
he was trying to fill him out, trying to see how he could counter punch him. And that didn't always work.
It didn't.
Yeah.
So it just, to me, like I said, I'm gonna call it like how I saw it. I'm gonna call it as a draw. They both got some good punches in on each other. It's just a draw in my eyes. It's a shitty ass draw fight, but it was a draw.
So okay, so I thought it was a great fight. It was a great fight. However, I think Roach won the fight. The reason why I feel Roach won the fight is because as a challenger, it is your job to come in and press the champion. He did that. He pressed him. He did everything he needed to do. He took him. And when I watched rounds 7, 8, and 9, he destroyed Davis. He hit that man like he ain't never been hit before. You saw the look. I saw the look in Davis's face for the first time, and he was sitting back like, "Oh, this dude can hit. This dude can fight. I'm a little worried." And that's what Roach said. Roach said that when he came into the fight, Gervonta wasn't respecting him. He said that his exact words is, he was like, they took me for a bitch or something like that. Yeah. And he's like, and I had to show him. So I was just like, oh, okay. So Gervonta, did his thing about, I think it was round 10. He came out thumping a little bit, but then Roach, you know what I'm saying, did his thing again and kept matching him. So my thing was, it's not so much about it being a draw. I think as a champion, you need to prove to people that you won convincingly as a champion, not the other way around. To, like my one boy said, to beat the champ, to beat a man, you got to beat the man.
Yeah, of course.
I beat the man. That's why we got judges. He didn't knock me out. I didn't knock him out. And truth be told, they should have took that knockdown that he did, because Davis didn't know the rules. That's a he should have knew that. He even openly admitted. He said, I didn't know that touching the ground or putting my knee down was a 8 count. He said he didn't know that, and he needed to wipe his eyes or something.
He said he got his hair done and the product dripped in his eyes and it burnt and something like that.
That's whack. You was getting your shit thumped up and you didn't know what to do, so you just decided to try to hurry up and drop your knee down or your hand down. And that's all that was, man. But they let him slide, but that shit should have counted and he would have lost that fight. But that's the reason why I say Roach won that fight, because Davis didn't know the rules. That's his fault. But not only just that, Roach stood toe to toe, counter punching you, hitting you. He threw more combinations. He had more punch stats than Gervonta Davis, except for the power punches, which I thought was off anyway, because Gervonta hit his boy a lot, but Roach hit him a lot more with power punches. So I think that whole fight should have went to Roach, and then they could have called for the rematch. But the reality is the reality. Boxing, this is the reason why I can't stand boxing, because it's corrupt. Gervonta won because they're still trying to make sure they get that super fight where him and Canelo or him and Shakur. So they went ahead and said, hey, but I like the fact that Shakur told Roach, if you don't get that rematch, you got to fight here. I thought that was dope. So, yeah, man. I don't know. Like, I tell a lot of people, like, y'all don't understand boxing. Boxing, as you the champion, it's your job to convince people you still need to be the champion. And everybody's like, nah, you got to beat the champion. If I come out there and beat your ass and it goes to the judges, we know boxing is corrupt.
Yeah.
So that leads to speculation.
9 times out of 10, if you do that, the judge is going to ride with the champion because he's the champ.
Exactly. And he's going to move more money for the next fight. But that rematch should be a big money maker for ROACH for sure.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
Yeah.
I want to see Shakur though. I ain't gonna lie.
I want to see Shakur and Davis.
Yeah, that's what I want
They've
to
been
see.
talking a lot to each other, but I don't know if that's gonna come down. All right, man. So next topic. This is gonna be a topic you would love to talk about. Drake canceling his tour. What the hell? Like, is Kendrick in that man's brain so goddamn much that he didn't cancel this tour? Because the excuse that they gave for canceling the tour was a scheduling issue. How do you have a scheduling issue like for a tour? Like that shit's booked out in advance. So there is no issues. So it's like he was double booked and he would have to do 2 shows in 14 days or some shit like that. It just the story in itself didn't make sense to me, man. And I was like,
it don't make no sense at all. Like I heard like the Breakfast Club trying to explain it. And it didn't make any sense. I heard 107.9 here in Cleveland tried to talk about it and explain it. It still doesn't make any sense to me. It's like you knew these dates when y'all schedule them.
Right.
So
go ahead, Coach.
No, so how it becomes a conflict, I'm lost at.
Yeah, I was really confused on that because I'm like, they were saying it was like his in and out days. Like he would have to go home, come back, and then all his crew, his backup dancers, his stage guys, and I'm like, but y'all knew this. Like tours are planned like a year in advance.
Yes.
So how do you not get that right? Like that to me, it just made no sense to me. I think he just got tired of going to these places. People are calling him a pedophile. People are calling him shouting A minor. They doing all of that stuff with him. And I think it's just getting up under his skin. Everywhere he goes, people are letting him know like how they really feel about him. And his new album was whack.
Because somebody said it would just sound like a something that they threw together. My whole thing is this, man. I've been saying it about Drake. Just go. You should have did what Charlamagne told you to do before you start suing everybody, which was go take a break, my dude. Go take a break. Go chill. Go do something else. Disappear for a year or two. Come back and give a raw album. I don't understand like this consistent like album dropping and everything. Then you just dropping like just straight trash. Like I heard him like somebody say he dropped a song the other day that he ended up calling Kim Kardashian the GOAT. The GOAT of what? What the fuck is she the GOAT of?
Yeah, I ain't hear that one.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just a whole bunch of nonsense, and it's like, my dude, like you don't know how to take an L. And my thing is this: I gotta ask the dude, man, what the fuck is up with the pucker lips, man? What is up with that? Like, dude, you can't take a photo without puckering your lips up. Like he really like it's like. Dude, I don't want to question this man, but you coming off very, very, very sweet, man, with the pucker lips, dude. Like, stop taking a picture with your lips puckered like that, my dude. Like, I don't get it, bro. It's like I don't get, dude, man. It's like what the Coach? Why, Coach?
Dude, I don't even know, man. Like, I've been sitting back and I've been watching the stuff that Drake has been doing lately since Kendrick kind of just got up under him and stuff, man. And it like the dude, like, you know what I noticed? Drake, it must be going through depression, because if you see the way he comes to his shows, he got holy shirts on. He just looked like he just slumming it. But he like, everybody love me, so they're gonna accept me how I am type of deal. But I remember when he was the pretty boy, the fresh dressed, clean clothes dude. Now he coming up to the stage in Crocs, jogging pants with holes in them, shirts with holes in them. And I don't know if that's a style coming back or whatever. But I was just like, dude, you just look terrible. Like, Kendrick did a number on you emotionally, physically, mentally. It is crazy because you literally just look like a bum. If I saw you, I would never even think that you had money.
No.
Your facial hair done got all out of control. You ain't cutting your hair no more. So I don't know if you're trying to go dreads or whatever, but it's just like you going through some shit. You going through something. So
Definitely going through something. I just know dude need to just take that time away and go sit on, man, might need to go sit on somebody's couch, man.
he might need to, man, because Kendrick done got that boy losing his mind. He
Yeah.
out here just doing whatever, dressing however. And then in the album that he put out, I saw a dude did a TikTok video. He just played through all his songs. And then like this one Hispanic dude jumped on, like he stitched onto a video and was like, so Drake, because Drake started singing in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, so now you coming for us, Drake? He was like, you not like us either, Drake. You not like us. He was just like, he said, go put on a yarmulke and go sing just to them. I said, whoa, like that's how much Kendrick has done a number on this dude.
Hey, look, he killed me when he hooked up with Popcorn up in Canada, and then all of a sudden he developed a Jamaican accent. that killed me. Like, dude, you're not like. See, my thing is this: Kendrick said it right, man. He's not like us. He doesn't have any culture. He's a culture vulture. So he tried to attach to any culture and monetize off of it.
Right.
You did it with down in Atlanta. You did it with us. You did it with the Black African American culture. You did it with the reggae culture in Jamaica. You were just a vulture. You don't have no cultural identity for yourself.
So you just jump and latch on to everybody else's.
Yeah, because deep down inside, I look at it this way, man. Okay. People say, okay, they call you. They can say, they call them half black or whatever.
Right.
But, a female friend of mine's got a different theory. And her we talk about this, Coach?
I don't think so.
Okay, so her theory is this. All right. So if your mom is white and the dad is black, the kid is not considered to be black or mixed. It's considered to be white because it was birthed out of a white mom's.
I got you. but the seed was created by the black man, though.
Yeah.
So
and then hold on real quick, Coach.
I got you.
My door. I'm sorry.
I got you. So as Coach got to take a step away. So as we talking, like he brought up a very interesting thing. He was saying that a friend of his said that if you were born from a white woman and the black dad, that the kids are not considered mixed or considered white. I don't agree with that whatsoever. I don't. Just to let y'all know, I have mixed kids, and mine, they all come from black men. I mean, that's just it. The seed comes from a black man. So
that was the argument, Coach.
Yeah, nah, man, because
like I ran it past the females that I work with, and the reason why they said it is because the kid's gonna be raised white because usually the kid ends up with the mom.
If they split though, that's if they
split.
Right.
If they split. So that's how it is. And then of course if it's a black mom and a white dad, the kid's black. And I was going back and forth and I'm like, I don't know. But then I thought about Drake. raised by a white mama, raised to be Jewish, has no cultural adaptation no cultural ties to being black.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Drake is just doing real caring shit lately. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, he done lost his way, and that's just what it is, man. All right, let's get to this next topic, man. And this is where we get into our real world stuff because it's time, man. As you know, we just had President Zelensky from the Ukraine at the White House, who was bum rushed, bombarded, and attacked by Donald Trump and JD Vance. Did you watch this interview, man, or did you see clips of it or whatever?
Coach, I watched it. I watched it. I'm gonna let you go ahead and finish before I get into my spiel. But yeah, I
Okay.
watched
It was disgusting. I mean, that's just
Yeah.
what it all comes down to. It was extremely disgusting watching a vice president trying to make himself relevant to the actual president, who everybody know is weak in stature, truth be told.
Mhm.
It was also one of those things where if you didn't know it then, you know it now. Donald Trump is bought and paid for by the Russian government. If you haven't figured it out and you ain't learned it by now, you are never going to understand, because what took place this visit with Zelensky was disgusting. But the one thing I liked that Zelensky told him, which it's scary to think about it, but he said, y'all got that nice little ocean in between y'all. Y'all haven't had the chance to feel the influence, but you're going to feel the influence soon. That's not saying like, dude, we cool. Because, dude, Elon Musk just told everybody we need to leave NATO and the United Nations. Like, dude, this is about to get ugly. We're going to be United States by itself. We're going to think that Russia is going to have our back. They're not going to help us because
they're not.
Everybody is teaming up with Ukraine now. And Ukraine is about to become a superpower because this man we have in office who doesn't know anything about what he's talking about. You'd have been caught and checked by the British Prime Minister. Zelensky done checked you about your facts. Y'all just keep lying and think because you say to the American people, you stole all of this money. First off, this is the biggest lie that needs to stop being told. The Ukraine did not steal money from us. We did not give Ukraine all of these billions of $300 billion in cash. The uneducated people think that it's cash money. It's not freaking cash money. It was $300 million or $1 billion in weapons for a war. It was an asset. Exactly. So go ahead, man. Go ahead, coach.
The whole thing is this. So I got to address a couple things dealing with the situation. Yes, this was a total embarrassment. I got to give my hats off to Zelensky. He is watching. He is literally on the front lines watching and seeing his own countrymen and people die.
And he's fighting.
So yes, and he's fighting. So my whole thing is this. That man, he hats off to him because I'm not gonna lie. Me being me, I'm up in the Oval Office. I'm gonna tell Trump and Vance, hey yo, go fuck yourselves. Go fuck yourself. You know what? I don't need this shit. Y'all over here want me to do all this. I already told y'all thank you multiple times when I've been on your country. I said it in front of the House and the Senate. I done said it on news televisions. I done put it on Twitter. Yep. Whatever y'all need, I done said it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So at this point in time, I'm not. Like I said, hats off to that man because I couldn't have been in that room. I couldn't have been in the room. My whole thing is that was an ambush. It was an orchestrated ambush. Yeah. They went over that. They planned it. They sat down and everybody had their talking points. Only person that kind of forgot his talking points a little bit is the orange fucker, but everybody else knew when to talk and when to say something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it was a bombardment. So Zelensky, hats off to you. I gotta address this, coach, because I seen one of our fraternity brothers post that he was like, "Yeah, y'all mad at what Donald did, but ain't nobody saying nothing about Biden." So he posted this article. I think it was like from NBC or something. It was way back when, but this was when Biden was in office. He had a phone conversation with Zelensky. Now, keyword is phone conversation, right?
Right.
So I guess it was 3 people in the room or whatever, and Biden raised his voice or whatever because Zelensky, like, he's like, yeah, we sending you this, and then Zelensky immediately like, oh, we need this, they did this. And Biden was like, he raised his voice according to the article. And I wanted to type back to do like, so you don't see the big difference in this, but I don't have the time. I'm not entertaining these people no more. I'm trying my best not to.
Right.
The difference is 1, national television in front of everybody. 2, Biden and what's name was behind closed door. Y'all put on a reality show press conference in front of national television to fucking talk down on this man, embarrass this man. What happened with Biden and him, that was behind closed door, 3 people in the room. There's a difference. There's a difference in how you act. I don't care. If that's how y'all want y'all president to act, that's weak shit to me.
Exactly.
That's weak.
Most definitely.
Y'all, they want to run around like the Republican Party has the masculinity cult in a chokehold. No, you guys are not masculine. You guys are toxic. Not even close.
Hey, man, listen. Go ahead, Coach. Go ahead.
Like y'all just not even close. So all this stuff that y'all talking, even down to like back to the same fraternity brother, he posted, when Republicans passed their little tax plan or whatever, gonna say, not one Democrat voted for it. They want to blame Trump. No tax on tips, no tax on overtime. I kid you not. I went and Googled the shit, sent them the fucking thing and said, bro, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yes, the Democrats didn't vote on this shit, but guess what? No tax on overtime and no tax on tips is not in that fucking bill. What the fuck are you reading? But I understand when you stay in your little bubble,
right?
You hear the same shit. That's your problem. You're not out here trying to research and figure shit out. And my problem with our brothers, y'all went to college, y'all are educated, y'all are smart. Why the fuck y'all ain't researching? Why the fuck y'all just listen to television where it's telling lies to your vision? Like, you're not going to research this shit? Yo, bro, like, for real, like, y'all are like, oh my God. Coach, that's why I'm not about to, I couldn't even reply back to dude, man. I couldn't, because I'm like, you not reading, you're not doing your research, bro, because that's not even in the bill.
It's not, but it's not only just that, man. I don't understand a lot of these black people out here that's supporting this. They are so lost. They are so confused. But then it's like, so I did a post earlier today and it said that what is the end game for these corporations that's ending DEI? All you individuals who have shown your racist side, your hate side, y'all do understand that this man's only going to be in office for 4 years, right? And if they flip the house in the next 2 years, if they flip the house and take over everything, y'all do understand that he becomes powerless. Like he's going to become powerless. Elon Musk is going to become powerless. Everything is going to get restored. And we're not going to forget.
No.
All these corporations that said we're removing this and removing that, y'all all following this embarrassment at the White House. Like this man is telling y'all something special. He's not.
Even down to like you saying, removing these things, even down Ohio State. I'm disappointed in y'all.
I saw that.
I'm disappointed in y'all. I know y'all get y'all funding for, schools get y'all funding from the federal government. I get it. But I'm disappointed in y'all because I know at a certain point in time it's gonna reach down to our local schools. Like I know Shaker got a DI program. I know they were talking about, standing strong, but I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? I know Shaker is a predominantly liberal city, but I think y'all gonna fold under pressure, just like how the rest of these fools have.
Because they're talking about that money. Everything needs to go down to the state or whatever. Which I mean, if it goes to the state, then let the state determine how much money goes to where. Okay, fine. So I mean, if the school decides that we got a special ed program, we need to run this. The whole Department of Education thing just irritates me because we're letting a man who can't even read determine who's going to do what and what, capacity of education.
Well, see, I just read that he's at a crossroad with the new Department of Education lady, Linda McMahon. Don't understand why he keeps putting these whatever, but she's saying, she came out today and saying like basically it's like she loves the public school. She ain't trying to do no cuts, and he's trying to tell her she got to downsize the Department of Education. So they're already butting heads right there.
Yeah, I saw something today about him telling her go ahead and work yourself out of a job or something like that.
Yeah.
So now when you start turning on the people that you put in the power to make, because if it don't make sense, it don't make sense. He don't want nobody to challenge his authority. He just wants everybody to do what he says. And like at some point in time, the shit gotta make sense. And it ain't making sense.
his threats are not, they're veiled because you can't threaten her. She's actually a millionaire, almost billionaire. She put money into your campaign. Her and her husband, they got some dough, like, and they got some power too. So, like, because I mean, come on now, she became the Department of Education, the Secretary of Department of Education. She has a sexual assault lawsuit on her, and so does her husband.
Exactly.
So come on now,
exactly.
like, but we ain't talking about that. But I want to get back to the Zelensky thing, man. That whole thing was just embarrassment, man. I just don't get, like, we have in the world, you got to have friends. No man stands alone.
Exactly.
And you shitting on all your friends.
Let's put it this way. He's shitting on America's friends.
Yeah.
He's not friends with America's people. He's friends with America's enemies. So that's how you know. Did you see the article where they said that Donald Trump became a Russian operative in 1987? Yeah. They called
him, I believe it.
Kruzanov or something like that. Mm-hmm. That was his code name, was Donald Kruzanov Trump. And I was just like, oh, and it was from a former KGB officer who recruited him.
I believe it because when you go back to Donald Trump and follow the money per se,
yep,
he got the money from his dad, bankrupted, lost all the money, and his companies were kept afloat by the Russians,
by the Russian mob.
They bought what was it, rooms in Trump Tower.
Yep.
They used the money. They started building real estate. Building buildings and using his name as there's Trump.
Yep.
They bought you.
Yep.
They bought you, my dude. Like, let's be all the way honest. You've been a Russian agent. You've been a Russian spy since the late 80s.
All your wives seem to be Russian. All your wives just happen to be Russian. In the great old US of A, you ain't picked no US of A wife.
That man can't speak a lick of Russian. But all your wives is from Russia, Czechoslovakia, all them,
exactly,
all them former Russian places. Like, come on, my dude. Like, you're not making any sense, man.
And the crazy part of it is we already know what it is that he's doing. Mm-hmm. We already know. America knows. The international world knows. And we still can't just remove this dude. We just can't remove him out of office
because the Republicans have to grow a pair of balls.
They scared. They scared. I saw a thing that said that the reason why the Republicans won't speak up is because they're afraid of the MAGA crowd, because he knows how to put their name in the air the right way to get MAGA people to respond with violence and death threats.
Yeah. And then when Elon is behind them and saying, hey, if you don't ride with us, then we're going to make sure you're primary. I'm going to put money into somebody to primary you, take your job away. So they scared shitless for their job. But this my thing is, like, I go back to what they say. If you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for everything. You falling right now. Like, you have no backbone, my dude. It's like, y'all going to be all right. Because one of y'all politicians, y'all going to find y'all another job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all can go be lobbyists. Y'all going to find another job. Like, let's not act like you like a McDonald's worker when the shit gets shut down. You out. No, you're going to be okay. So why are you?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You're going to be a correspondent somewhere.
Exactly. You're going to be all right. So I don't get this fear shit. I don't know. I guess it ain't in me to be afraid of one man or any man. So fuck Trump and Elon.
Exactly. I feel it. Well, let's go ahead and move on to our next topic, Coach, and we're getting back into sports. Let's talk about that Cavs' unbelievable comeback against the Celtics. Down, what was it, 25-3 in the first quarter?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Kendrick Perkins. Shut up, Perk. Shut up. You was talking mad shit at halftime, Perk.
Spider-Man came out. Spider-Man came out like a champ on him. So
hey, I was happy. I think the largest they got up was they was up by like maybe 28 at one point.
Mm-hmm.
But since I didn't watch the game, I watched some of it, but I went back and watched it the next day, watched the whole thing. I love how they fought back. I ain't gonna lie. Hats off to Atkinson, man. That man is doing a good job with his coaching.
Yes.
He found a lineup that would work, and he was switching defense to where it were on the Celtics. He went zone. He went man to man. He was switching back and forth.
Yes.
And that's not what you're seeing from JB. Even though JB doing his thing up there in Detroit, you didn't see that when it came down to the Cavs. So
right.
You know, gotta give credit where it's due, man. Atkinson doing a good job, and thank you for DeAndre Hunter, man. That's like the best Christmas present we got.
Yeah, because he balling. I love the fact that the bigs got confidence now. That's my thing.
Yeah.
I love the fact that the bigs got confidence and they playing with confidence. And I like the fact that they took this win and they sucked the life out of the Celtics. Like they put the Celtics on notice, like, yeah, y'all gonna be in for a dogfight this year. Don't think y'all gonna just walk through us this year. It's gonna be a dogfight. And I think the Cavs are built. I think the Cavs are built to beat them.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, they got Hunter to go against a Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown. Then they got a core, like say like, okay, you got to go with a lineup where you have DeAndre Hunter, Okoro, and maybe Mobley, and DG and Mitchell. You know what I'm saying, as your five, but that's what you got, because Okoro's a defensive stopper. He's going to do his thing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So you got Mitchell on the other end that can do it. You switch. He could guard some fours. He could guard some fives. Guard just about anybody. So I think, like how you said, they're built for this right now.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think we in a good position, man, going into the playoffs. And like you said, the coach, he did a hell of a job. And when people came in, everybody was questionable about him too. And this man did a hell of a job. So I hats off to that man. He's made the Cavs a team, not a star-driven team. They play as a team. And that's what we've been missing for a long time.
Yep.
Hey,
I don't know. It's funny. So, see, the Lakers is 2 right in the West, right?
Yeah, they done moved up.
So what you think of this, Coach? What do you think of a Lakers Cavs finals?
I'm gonna be all for it. I know that. I'm all for that one.
Me too.
I would love to see the Cavs just give it to the former king of Cleveland. I would love to see that. I would love
to see that matchup, because I'm gonna tell you like this. Him put it this way, Luka. I don't think Luka gonna even make it through the whole playoffs without getting hurt.
Now when that playoff ball kick in, it get rough out there.
Yeah, he ain't but I would love to see that. I'm not gonna lie, I would love to see that.
Yeah,
I'd love to.
All right, Coach, we down to the last 2 minutes, man. And it's time to get it off your chest. What you want to get off your chest today, Coach?
I just want to talk to people, man. We in a weird time right now in the world, man. I think it's time for people to come together. I like that the blackout. I heard got some numbers from it. We did good on the blackout. I guess the next blackout is Amazon coming up pretty soon,
March 7th through the 14th.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that I seen some people questioning what was that going to do. Obviously, y'all don't know shit about shit, because you got to start somewhere. Exactly. You have to start somewhere. Exactly. And if that's a small microaggression, I'll take that. Because if you don't start somewhere and you don't start standing up, they're always going to keep doing what you allow them to do. So you have to stand up. So people questioning it and all that stuff, y'all don't understand the concept of a protest. Y'all don't have y'all don't understand these concepts. Yeah, one day, what is that going to do? People's like, oh, one day, and then you're going to turn around and spend some money the next day. That one day hurt them.
Yes.
That one day, and that's all that we want is we're not going for the knockout punch in one fucking thing. We're gonna beat that body up until you fall to your knees.
Until you fall.
That's what we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So we'll take out that midsection, that abdomen. We're gonna beat it up. And then once you fall, we're gonna take the head off. But we have to start from somewhere. So I ain't gonna lie, some of y'all people that was questioning it, my answer is this: y'all the motherfuckers Harry Tubman would have left behind, bro. I don't got time for you.
All day.
If y'all questioning shit like this, dude, listen, y'all just stay at home. Don't show up. Don't. I don't got nothing to say to y'all, man. It's at this point in time in my life, It's either you with me
or you're
or
against
you against me. You in the fucking way. Bye.
Yep.
That's all I gotta say, Coach.
I got you. And I want to add that Target has dropped in sales 10%, and their stock has dropped drastically also. So it's working. It's working. All right. So what I want to get off my chest is this. I'm talk to black parents right now. Now, a lot of y'all know I'm an educator. What I need y'all to start paying attention to and understanding is stop buying your kids these ski masks.
Thank you.
Stop buying your kids these ski masks. It is literally teaching kids to be criminals. I knew the moment when COVID hit and people were able to start covering their faces that the crime was going to get out of control. Nike started selling these ski masks. They sell them in black neighborhoods because they're rarely selling them in white neighborhoods because it is perpetuating being a criminal. I've seen countless young kids wearing these things. That's making your kid a target by the police. It's making your kids feel good to be a criminal. And it all comes to a bad head. Yep. Stop purchasing these ski masks for your kids. It is literally setting these kids up for failure. When you're putting these ski masks on these kids, they're instantly running around the schools with them. They think that robbing somebody and getting away with the ski mask on their face is helping them. They don't realize that you can still be spotted and seen through the ski mask. They see these rappers doing it. They're posing on Instagrams with them. And when they get the ski mask, they're getting their little pew-pews and they're posing on Instagram. So when you sitting there thinking that my kid isn't doing it, my kid would never do that, check their book bags. Check their book bags, check their pockets, check their coats, check everything. Because they're trading them in schools. They're trading them in schools. They're buying them in schools because they're actually to the point where they're stealing them from each other in schools.
Yeah, they're robbing each other.
Yes. So stop purchasing these ski masks for your kids. You're doing no favors for them. You're setting them up for failure. You're setting them up to possibly be hurt or for them to be jailed because they're running with a bunch of other kids wearing them and they're going to get caught. So stop purchasing these ski masks for your kids. It is a bad look across the board. And why would you want your kid out there looking like a criminal? The weather isn't even freezing cold anymore, so you don't even need to be covering your face.
Listen, Coach, they wear them in the summertime, spring, winter, fall, whatever. My son actually wanted one for Christmas, and me and his mama looked at like, hell no.
Exactly.
You're not getting no Pooh Shiesty. You're not doing that.
You know where Pooh Shiesty is right now?
Jail.
In jail. And you dumbasses is out there trying to teach your kid to be the next Pooh Shiesty and get caught up in jail. Stay not off, but stay away from those masks. Stopping your kid from listening to all that hood gang music, that's a whole nother monster in itself. Because I like hip hop, but the music that these kids are listening to is motivating them to be criminals. Yes. So I'm telling you now, stop buying masks for your kids. And that's what I got to say to get it off my chest, Coach. All right. Well, that brings us to the end of the show, y'all. We want to thank y'all for tuning in and checking us out. As usual, we are always here 7 to 8. There are times when we do it just because we got family things that go on. So, sometimes we might move to a 6 o'clock, but we try to notify y'all and let y'all know that we will be on an hour earlier. But once again, I want to thank y'all for tuning in with us. It's me, Doss, my man, Coach Shot. We appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all next week. All right, y'all. Yep. Yep.